Zevlor.
By Delt's virtue. The Blade of Frontiers? What's happened, Will?
I paid the price of angering the wrong devil.
Believe me, I understand better than most.
A moment passes as Zevlor contemplates Will's words. He then turns his attentions to you.
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. And I hear you are the one to thank. I'm grateful. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it. Very good of you. Thank you.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korga. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us.
I nearly dispatched those goblins myself, but it seems you managed well enough. And why wield a masterwork where a butcher's blade will do? My thanks, truly.
It was you, right? Who took care of the goblins? I knew you were a good one.
Glad to see some goblin blood spilled for a change. Was sick of running from those rats.
Back to worrying about road rations it is. So many mouths to feed, but, well, that's not a bad problem to have. Thank you, truly.
We couldn't have held them back on our own. Thank you.
Thought you'd left us to our fate running off like you did. Glad I was wrong.
We didn't die today. Tomorrow, perhaps, but not today. Thanks to you.
One sorrow ended, the next soon to begin.
Baldur's Gate, we're coming. City. We made it somehow. Now we just need to get to Baldur's Gate.
That's it. We can head to the city. Don't know about you, but I'm ready to start my life again.
The younglings are a nuisance. But the road would not be the same without them. Thank you.
Let us go! I wish to feel the road beneath my hooves. Taste the fresh grass.
Drow didn't want us. And those druids sure as hell didn't either. But you risked your life for us.
You saved us! Just like Baldur.
I hate you. You killed all the goblins, and now we can't practice swords anymore.
I'm glad you killed all the goblins. I hope you made them scared.
Coin fry. It smells bad out here. I want to go home.
I left my sword in the cave. Don't tell, but I don't want to touch it again.
Bah! At your age, I'd already spilled my own cousin's blood. Face your fear, or it will devour you.
Gods, it seems we might actually make it to the city now. Hope the neighbors are a bit more welcoming.
I knew this would come right if we just stayed positive. Not that your blade didn't help too.
You do good work. If you can handle more than goblins, might be I'll have use of you in Baldur's Gate. Always a deal to be done, even now. Try not to die up there.
I'm glad you didn't die. No discounts once I'm running the wider Baldur's Gate, mind.
Mattis says we should say thank you.
Don't know why everyone's cheering. We're just going back on the road.
I'd have put good coin on you running off into the sunset, but you did it. You stopped the goblins. Thank you.
You took care of the goblins. Nice work.
I'm glad you came through it alive. We owe you more than we can repay.
With the goblins dead, we might actually make it to Baldur's Gate.
Watching gods. While I was training children, you were out cutting down an entire goblin camp.
I expected goblins at our gate any moment. Glad to say that you made a prettier sight.
Hope you won't miss this place. Don't think we'll be coming back anytime soon.
What a mess. I wonder if the goblins have anything valuable on them.
So it's true. You scattered the goblins. Peace can finally return to this corner of the Sword Coast. Thank you. As am I. And I'm sure those poor refugees would quite agree.
You saved us. I wasn't sure we'd make it through.
You took it upon yourself to undertake the Rite of Thorns. I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
An error, most grave master. I beg your grace.
Grace is bestowed by nature, not me. You will stay as a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the Druids, the natural order of things. It is up to you to prove the lessons have been learned once more.
So as you say. And so it is done, master.
A dreadful misdeed. One she will never live down. But the Grove still needs her passion. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The Grove stands. Nature prevails. And again, I am in your debt. Speak to Wrath. He will reward you for your efforts. The journey to Moonrise Towers, and all the dangers that entails. But that's tomorrow's problem. Take some time for yourself tonight. Rest, celebrate. Come morning, I'll be by your side.
He's back! You brought him back!
Things are starting to calm down, thanks to you. We can finally get some rest.
I hear the goblin leaders met their ends. Unfortunate for them, but very fortunate for the Grove.
We wasted so much time fighting each other. Sylvanas taught us a lesson by letting an outsider save us.
Do you hear them? The birds. They're beautiful. I've thought of nothing but goblins and tieflings for so long. I stopped listening.
You think you saved us? You just prolonged the inevitable. Sooner or later, other outsiders will bring trouble to the Grove.
I know you stopped the goblins, but I can't stop looking over my shoulder. Makes it hard to sleep at night.
I wasn't sure about you at first. Thought you might be trouble. I was very wrong.
Well, at least the sun is nice. You should try it. Lay down and bask in its warmth.
We're free of the goblins, but the Grove is changed. Wounded. The days ahead won't be easy. I'm glad we have Halsin to guide us.
You done it. You brought Halsin back. Thank you.
No, thanks is not enough. May Sylvanas bless you for all your days.
I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task. As am I. The Grove will be whole again. And I promised you a reward, didn't I? Let me show you on your map where you can find the cache. Take this rune. You'll need it. Place it among the pedestals inside our library. When the wolf glows brightest, everything in the vault below will be yours.
Peace is returning to the Grove. We have you to thank for that.
You did this Grove a great favor. Now leave the rest to us.
I think it's high time you all left. Our sacred grove has sheltered you enough.
Within the inner sanctum, of course. It is not for us to fight your battles. I assure you, the feeling is mutual.
Wing's still a little stiff, but I'm getting stronger. Blessed day. I was worried I'd never see Master Halsin again.
You kept your word. Thank you. Ha! Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do when you told me about that tadpole. I don't know if I can ever restore Sylvanus' peace to this place. But I'll have the chance. Thanks to you.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy. Perhaps it'll make the evening more tolerable.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
Here's my little treat with their cheeks all flushed. You will come to my bed tonight, won't you? Oh, I certainly can. It would be my pleasure. How about this one? All these accolades from the tieflings are nothing compared to the sound of my name, cried from your lips. Let me give it another go. Every part of your perfect body whispers temptation. It's as if the gods made you just to ruin me. I can go all night with the flattery. But is that really all you want? How about if I said these little words? Everyone's favorite. I love you. But rather beautiful lie, nonetheless. Now, as much as I relish standing around and saying all my favorite lines at you, I'd much rather we got to experience each other's full portfolio of talents once again. I'll be waiting.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
Would you look at this place? All these people happy because of us. It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. Speaking of possibilities, what's this I've been hearing about you and Astarion? Don't get me wrong. I'd ride him to the Feywild and back if I had the chance, but I wouldn't let my guard down around him. Good to see the two of you getting along anyway. At least one of us is getting a little action. Though, you know, if you wanted to meet up later, maybe we could meet up later. I know, but you only live once. And if you never throw your dart, you'll never hit the bullseye. Thank you for noticing. Not if I enjoy you first. Enjoy the party. And enjoy so-and-so too while you're at it. For now.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? Exactly right. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. Share a bottle with me? It's quite a bottle. I liberated one of the finer vintages earlier. Best enjoyed someplace private, I think. As you like. Try not to tire yourself out too much.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades, yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness. I smell their blood on you still. I smell your moisture. How torturous for us both that I'll never get a taste. Oh, but do enjoy yourself this night. I intend to myself. Will looks particularly tempting.
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know. Watching a bunch of old folks get dumber by the dramful. And when they run dry, I've got a few bottles tucked away to keep things flowing. For a price, of course.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
You won't have to worry about us anymore. I'll fight anything we meet on the road. Anything. Watch out, Baldur's Gate. Chell's coming for you.
I like these people. They're joyful. It's contagious.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow. In truth, I rarely imbibe. The stuff goes right to my head. Before you know it, I'd be breaking into song or declaring love to the first person I laid eyes on. Then you have never heard me singing, which makes you very fortunate. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Aha, there you are! Come now, settle in. I do hope you have partaken of something bracing. This may well take us all night. Why, you're naming, quite obviously. That ballad was but a crude preview, a frame without its crowning jewel. Your nom de guerre. Something iconic, but not too much of a mouthful. We don't want to exclude the common folk, after all. I intend this tale to enrapture all. Not to meddle in your side of this partnership, but slaying goblins is not exactly the stuff of legends, is it? After all, I'm quite certain I once saw one expire from the strain of spelling his own name. No, I'm afraid that won't do. You shall simply have to go out and slay something decidedly more dramatic.
Beautiful night, don't you think? Nothing like a brush with destruction to make one appreciate the majesty of the celestial canvas. It's a view I would once have shared with my companion, though definitely unaccompanied by such revelry. She preferred it when we were alone, curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric tome between us, ink glinting in the firelight. Not everyone is comfortable being alone with their thoughts, though I never felt alone with a book in my hand, or with her for company. I speak of Tara, my Tressin, assistant, My constant companion through all the ills and tribulations my hubris has thrust upon me. She'd be most impressed by our efforts saving these tieflings. Proud, even. And I've given her little to be proud of recently. After I was afflicted with my condition, I locked myself in my tower for an entire year. I was inconsolable, wallowing in my self-inflicted tragedy. I've given up on myself. Tara never did. It was her encouragement, her research that led me to my treatment. Once we knew that magically infused items were the key, she went out to find them for me. She saved my life. After so long being cared for by someone else, it feels good to have repaid the favor. Not directly to Tara, but to these poor tieflings. I'm sure she would approve. Smart does her a disservice. She's a fine wizard in her own right, though somewhat held back by her lack of opposable thumbs. You remind me of her somewhat. An expression you both share. When she gives in to her more feline qualities. A mouse trapped beneath her paw. Wish she were here for me to make a formal introduction. But I would never ask her to undertake such a journey. She's safer at home. Besides, she was always telling me I needed to spread my wings, so to speak. Find mortal friends instead of hanging onto Mistra's coattails. So that's what I'm doing. I hope. She'll love you. So long as you don't rub her belly. She hates it when anyone does that. The pleasures I experienced in Mistra's embrace go far beyond the thrill of having one's tummy tickled. I remember once, she took the smallest piece of the weave and made it into... Wait. Are you saying... You know what? I think I've clearly had far too much wine. And you've had nowhere near enough. I think this is a conversation best held back on. For now. With my condition as volatile as it is, I fear any undue... excitement may tip it over the edge. So to speak. Go! Indulge in the frivolities. They're good for the heart. And mine will be all the lighter to see you enjoying yourself.
Sherry! That's infernal for cheers. Or possibly turnip.
I need to dance! No. No, I need to lie down.
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
Hush you, and behold! Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine. An adoring crowd, fine wine. I dare say this place is almost civilized. Not at all. But perhaps Leah had a point. What is the point in blades and spells if we don't use them? Though we won't need either soon. As Leroican's apprentice, I'll take care of everything.
Look at them. How happy they are. We did that. Me too. You're one of the good ones, you know that. Look us up when you hit Baldur's Gate. Be nice to see a friendly face.
Are Roland and Leah actually getting along? I know you cut down a horde of goblins, but this is far more impressive.
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone. No. I'm deeply proud of you. a touch less so of myself. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. I'm a devil. I love the people from the Grove, but I unsettle them deep down, as I seem to unsettle everyone nowadays. You don't want a devil at your party. Horns this sharp will pop the balloons, you see, and the guests won't take kindly to scars quite so monstrous. If only half the world had half the heart you do. But off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music. Some time alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise. Still, it's a night to remember. You've made sure of that.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. You've picked up a few pleasant memories on your journey amongst your struggles. Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
I hoped you would come. I have missed you. And now you're all mine. And I'm all yours. Until morning, at least. Let's see where the night takes us.